Hello viewers, this is Dr. Rajul Dutt. Today in this video, I will discuss about the concept of marketing mix. This will include the nature of marketing mix, followed by the importance of marketing mix and the expanded marketing mix. So in the very introduction, what is a marketing mix? Every company has its objectives which are expressed in the terms of marketing plan. Now, what is a marketing plan? This is being discussed by the diagram in you are viewing on the board. So I will reach to this diagram a little later. But again, why these marketing efforts given by the company is the marketing oriented. Now, what is a company driven by marketing orientation? That is all those organizations which identifies the needs and wants of the customers and then manufacture accordingly and give to the society, to the customers for their satisfaction, to look out for the ultimate satisfaction. So this is the marketing plan. And before discussing the marketing mix, it is very important for us to understand as to what is a marketing plan, because marketing mix strategy is a part of a overall marketing plan. So what do we do in this? What is a marketing plan? That is a company driven marketing orientation followed by a strategic business plan. Now, what is this strategic business plan? Strategic is long term business plan, a business that is overall business plan, an overall plan being done by the business organizations and the manufacturing organizations, because all the discussion is being focused on the manufacturing organizations. This leads to the strategic marketing plan, that is a long range marketing plan for the organization, which is dependent upon the overall business plan. And this means that the marketing plan is a subdivision of a overall business plan. This marketing plan is what the strategic marketing plan therefore has got three important segments: the market segmentation, the market selection, and the product positioning. So the overall basic purpose of a marketing plan is to look out for the market to be catered. Now when we talk about segmentation, what is segmentation? Market segmentation is the division and the subdivision of the overall uh, market into various homogeneous groups. That means groups being made, the different groups are made which are homogeneous, because the total market is heterogeneous in nature. And when we talk about market selection, therefore to select, we divide deliberately, we divide and subdivide the total market into various segments. Now for example, the segment could be on the basis of the income, that is the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. So the product therefore will dependent upon what we call it as a price. Maybe on the basis of price, this segment has been divided, and then we select any or two or other markets. For example, in this we select the lower market and the middle market, or the middle income group, or the middle level. Product positioning, and then we position the product. Now position the product as the product based, which satisfies the requirements of the selected market. Now for this automatically gives rise to when we talk about segmentation, and when we select any one group or two groups from the segmented market, we make a different strategy. Now strategy is a game plan. So it cannot be used for every segment. Therefore, for each segment there is a separate strategy marketing mix, what we call it. And the marketing mix includes the product mix, the price mix, the place mix, and the promotion mix. These four components are popularly known as 4 P's of marketing. And to understand these 4 P's of marketing, let us now understand as to what is the definition. So according to the Stanton, marketing mix is a combination of four elements: product, pricing structure, distribution system, and the promotional activities used to satisfy the needs of the organization's target markets and at the same time achieve its marketing objectives. So two important aspects in this definition which comes is what when we make a strategy of when we make a composition of the four P's, that is product, price, place, and promotion. The it is with the view so that the organization is able to satisfy the needs of the target markets, that is the market we select. Here the market means the nature and the types of customers selected to be catered, and at the same time achieve the marketing objectives. Now marketing objectives could be in terms of sales, in terms of profits, etc. So when we talk about this, when if we discuss this definition, so there are four major components of marketing mix. So why this marketing mix is important? Why it has become over a period of time that the marketing mix is being used for various companies. It cannot be one for each product or maybe of the product line, but it has got to be different. Even if it is for the same product, these marketing mix, because the environment, the outer environment is dynamic in nature, the keeps on changes, the factor keeps on changing, and therefore we can make the changes in the four P's to adjust the changes in the environment. Maybe for example, if we talk about fashion, so when if the fashion changes, therefore the product nature has got to be changed, and similarly all other P's have to be taken care of according to the changes made in the market from time to time. So to adjust the changes in the market, what we have got this marketing mix wherein we make the changes to accommodate the changes in the environment taking place. So because I've talked about it is more related with the maybe price, maybe product. Generally, it is related with the product because the people they keeps on changing the their needs changes, and therefore when the needs changes, the customer's product also changes sometime. So going on to the importance of marketing mix, the marketing mix serves as the link between the business firm and its customers. That is, it focuses attention on the satisfaction of customers and helps in pursuing consumer oriented marketing. So marketing basically is consumer oriented. It starts with the consumers and end with the consumers. So when we say it starts with the consumer, that is identification of the needs and the wants of the consumers, and then these needs are being converted into product, and then it is being sold to the consumers, and when the consumer consumes, if they like the product, they get satisfied. So the second important aspect of importance of marketing mix is that it takes care of the needs of the customers, helps in increasing sales and earning higher profits. Now, if we manufacture the products according to the needs of the customers, it will lead to the increase in the demand, and increase in the demand will automatically leads into the increase in the sales. This is increase in sales results in higher profits, and this is what the overall objective of the any business organization is, to earn higher profits or more profits. Another important aspect of marketing mix is that it gives consideration to various elements of the marketing system. Now, when we talk about the various elements of marketing system, therefore, is price, the distribution system, and the promotion systems. They all are interrelated to each other. Marketing mix again signifies the four elements which are closely interrelated. So any decision or changes in one element usually affects the decisions or the changes in the other. So all these four P's are, if we change one P, or if we have to change one P, maybe the product, and therefore it will have its own impact on the price. The price either will go up or will go down, or the distribution network we have to change to the distribution, the logistics aspects have to be changed, and therefore all the promotional activities have to be changed to suit the changes made in the prices or in the product. Again, the marketing mix facilitates meeting the requirements of different types of customers. Now, basically, as I said earlier, also when we talk about marketing mix strategy, it cannot, the one strategy cannot be applicable to all the other products, and therefore the all the products or the product lines or the different products the organization is manufacturing, the it the marketing mix helps us to plan a strategy or to make a plan which suits to the customers. As I earlier said, according to the income of the people, the society, the total society has been divided into three basic categories, that is the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. And therefore, for if we cater to any of these classes or all of these classes, we have to reach to these different types of customers with a different marketing mix strategy. Now, the various components of marketing mix, therefore, is being displayed on the graph given down below, that is a marketing mix. When we talk about product, price, place, and promotion, so I'll discuss as to what are the various factors when we talk about product, as to what does the product in totality means, or what does it include. It is the product design, that is, it includes the size and the shape of the the product development, as to how this product development. Now, product development is directly related to as to what the needs. When we talk about needs, these are the basic ideas. The idea is converted into a tangible product, and therefore it becomes very important for any organization to convert this idea into, so a concept has been developed into a finished product. Then product variety, as to how many, whether we want to go with the one product or we have to produce the various variety. It's not the product line we are talking about. For example, if we talk about soaps, the variety could be in terms of colors also, whether the soap color should be white, should be blue, should be red, should be green, and so and so forth. Another important aspect when we talk about product is quality. Now, quality is again related to the type of the customers we are going to cater, and that includes the price as well. I'll discuss a little later as to how does this price and quality, they are related to each other. Features is as to what are the various features in the product. For example, we talk about soap, so the various features could be whether it is a beauty soap, whether it is these for the fairness of the skin, or whether it is for the toning of the skin. So these are the various features of the product. Packaging again plays a very important role. Packaging again is being considered as the fifth P in the marketing mix. So in the recent times, it has though it is being popularly known as marketing mix includes product, price, place, and promotion, but in recently the packaging has also been included as the major marketing mix component. And packaging, when we talk about packaging, it's not only serves as the to save the product, but it helps in the transfer of the product from the point of manufacture to the point of consumption, that is the consumer. It is again being considered as the silent salesman, because when we talk about packaging, the packaging, it is the all the information which a salesman discusses, those things are written on the packaging of the product, and therefore customer can read it and can get all the information related to the product. Branding again is very important. Every product, as we in human beings, we have got our own identification by our name, and therefore every product should have its name. It is so it becomes very easy to sell into the market and to make the product aware in the minds of the customer. So branding is the giving a name to the product and services and warranties. These are high technical when the product is in technical in nature. For example, juicer grinders we talk about. So a little bit of engineering is required, and therefore components are being involved in the manufacturing of the product, and therefore the services and warranties comes into this. So when we talk about product is not only the what we see. The product includes all these various factors which a marketing manager takes into consideration while designing this product or while fixing up the product aspects. Second important P is the price. The first point in the price is the cost. So when we talk about in marketing, when we discuss about marketing orientation, the marketing orientation suggests as to what the price the customer is ready to pay. It would be very difficult for us if we manufacture the product, for example, at rupees 10, and the customer though wants to buy the product, but do not want to buy the product at rupees 10, and therefore the customer wants the product at 7. So if we make the product at 10, it would be very difficult for us to sell. We will not be able to sell it. So marketing orientation is, let's decide, the customer decides the cost, and the cost determines the price of the product. So this is where in marketing we look at competitive price. The second component of the I've mentioned is the competitive price, and competitive price is determined upon the cost of the product. If we at all are can manufacture the product at rupees 7, so therefore we should go into the manufacturing. This is what I meant earlier also when discussed about strategic marketing plan. And again, I will be discussing all these when the pricing, I'll be discussing the pricing aspects in my forthcoming videos. And other things like the period and the discounts and allowances been given. So all these are being included in the price, which helps in the for selling of the products into the customers. Place or distribution. Now, place and distribution have two aspects into it. That one is the channel selection. When we talk about channel selection, it is largely includes the wholesalers and the retailers by which the product moves from the point of manufacturer to the point of consumption. That is, from manufacturer it goes to the wholesaler buys from the manufacturer, the retailer buys from the wholesaler, and the retailer then the customer buys from the retailer. So this is what we meant by channel selection. Channel coverage will include as to how deep these retailers and wholesalers covers up the total market. Inventory management is all these channel members, they also act as an inventory. Inventory is what? That is the stock being the stock at the various levels. For example, at the place of manufacturing the stocks, this stock moves into the as being sold to the wholesaler. The wholesaler stocks the material, and then it is being sold to the retailer. Then this retailers, they stock in the products in their retail outlets, and then it is being sold to the consumers. And distribution logistics includes the transportation aspect as to how does this product from the place of manufacture to the place of consumption, it is being sent either by road, whether it is being sold by, it is being transported by road, by sea, by air, whatever the method of transportation is used. Another fourth piece which is very important is the promotion. Now, when the promotion is to make the product aware to the customers, to the or potential customers of the product. Now, this includes 5 major aspects, that is the sales promotion, advertising, publicity, personal selling, and direct marketing. Sales promotion is when we promote the sales on the temporary basis. For example, when we say discounts been given. So temporarily, when it is, for example, if there is an off season, to regularize the sales, we use the method of sales promotion. Advertising again is very important aspect in today's world. to make the product known to the far off customers and to reach to the people, to make the product aware and to make the organization aware. And advertising is it discusses, there are various ways of advertising I'll be discussing in my forthcoming videos. Personal selling is salesmanship when it is being popularly known as door-to-door selling. Publicity, again, it is not being as a technical aspect but plays a very important role. If the publicity is negative, it makes the organization sell the product. If the publicity is negative, it can harm the organization in a big way. And direct marketing is what we discuss now, what we have, the new concept which has come up, that is online marketing. So this is all. So again, if we talk about the extended marketing mix, that is, it includes again three, four more P's, that is the packaging, people, physical evidence, and process. So, but when we talk about the tangible products, these four P's, including the fifth P, packaging, these are being taken in making the strategies. Thank you so much.